Production. What is going on, Warband? Welcome back to Yeetus' Thoughts. This is episode 71. We are cruising by these live streams like it's nothing. Excuse my absence for the last couple of days. Just want to take a quick break and rejuvenate so I don't burn out making videos, because for the last month and a half, I've been making live streams almost every day. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. But I don't want to get to the point where I feel like I have to do it. If you guys get what I'm saying. I want to make the video so you guys can actually enjoy the content and learn from the gems that I'm dropping. I don't want to be that guy regurgitating bullshit just so you guys keep coming around. No, that's not me. That's not me. I honestly plan on taking some time off longer. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do the Warband like that, because when it comes to the Warband, the grind never stops. The Warband keeps marching on. Especially in times like these, it's a perfect time to call out the hypocrisy of these feminist pigs and these white knights and simps, and the bullshit that just spews out their mouths. So I definitely had to come back after a couple of days. I'm gonna drop some good knowledge on y'all today, because the knowledge that I am gonna drop is because of a good friend of mine. He is traveling overseas. He met this one girl, right? I'm not gonna reveal the. Actually, I'll reveal the country. It's Germany, right? Yeah, he's talking to this German girl, right? Like, oh, she cool, she fine, and he sent me a picture of this German girl, right? And I'm like, all right, she looks nice, not bad, She's looking like a solid 6, 7 around there. I'll say 7 at best, because she was 22 years old. She is a few years away from the wall, but she didn't hit the wall yet. So I'm like, all right, bro. All right, I see what you're doing, pimping. Do what you gotta do. But then he revealed to me that she had 2 kids. I was like, whoa, wait a fucking minute. Whoa, what the fuck? No. What are you doing? No. I told you this before. Don't fuck with single mothers. God damn it. Stop fucking sipping, okay? Stop simping just because she has an axle between her fucking legs and she's throwing it at you at the speed of light. Stop. Damn. Don't fuck with a single mother. And he's like, but bro, single mothers aren't as bad as it seems. I'm like, oh no. And don't get me wrong. Hey, I give my friend the benefit of the doubt, because he came from a family that is very generous, very religious, forgive all sins, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to religious part, I wanted to call him out on that, because he was being a hypocrite in the first place when it comes to religion. But that's for another time. But when it comes to single mothers, it'd be funny if you stumble upon this video, right? They're the whole burden of society. They burden society to a fucking T. I am going to show you guys a quick video before I go on my little rant. Let me pull this up right quick.
Kim says her life didn't start to fall apart until social service agencies got involved. Her fiancé, Gary Brown Sr., the man who fathered 10 of her 15 children, was arrested.
Let's listen to that one more time. Let's listen to that one more time because this is a very common occurrence, especially in the West, when it comes to women who definitely didn't have dads in their life, choosing the most horrible men to procreate with. Let me repeat this.
Adams says her life didn't start to fall apart until social service agencies got involved. Her fiancé, Gary Brown Sr., the man who fathered 10 of her 15 children, was arrested.
Fathered 10 of the 15 children. So she never thought about having birth control? She never thought about him having a condom? She literally had 10 kids by this fucking convict, by this fucking Pookie and Ray Ray? Really? Really? 10 out of 15. 10 out of 15 kids. Fuck. And this is very, very common in society today, especially among the black community. Especially among the black community. They will rather procreate with thugs, no good motherfuckers, than deal with the average good man with the average salary around $40,000 to $50,000 a year. She gave this man 10 fucking kids. What the fuck? Oh no, 10 kids, bro. 10 kids. 10. You guys gotta wrap that right. And guess what? It gets better. It gets better. Let's continue. Hey. Wait.
Adams says she was left with nothing.
I don't have any clothes. People been donating food just around here, just helping me out with food, and I don't have anything.
So what she said, let's repeat it one more time.
I don't have any clothes. People been donating food just around here, just helping me out with food, and I don't have anything.
So the fact that she has 15 kids, 15, she was getting help left and right in society. Clothes, food stamps, money, able to postpone rent and shit. Please tell me if a man with 15 kids will have that exact same treatment. Chat, put a 1 if you believe a man with 15 kids will get help in the neighborhood with his 15 kids. Put a 2 if the man with 15 kids won't have help from the community. Please do. I want to see the numbers because this is ridiculous. Because I'm about to go in tonight. I'm going in. Look at that. Look at that. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. She fucked the same dude that ain't shit again, 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 and produced 10 babies by this no good motherfucker. You gentlemen see why having male guidance, having a father in a child's life is so important. I know it's very ridiculous in the black community, but I'm saying in general, you guys do see why it's very important for a family to have a male, more preferably a father, to lead the family. Because if she actually had a father, which I doubt she did. I highly doubt she had a father. I really doubt she had a father that stood around. If she had a father in her life, he will definitely do whatever within his power to keep her away from that no good piece of shit. But of course, that's not what feminists want. That's not what the government want. That's not what society wants. They want her to exercise all the bad decisions that she possibly can. All the bad decisions. But when she needs to be saved, all these Captain Saberhoes, all these simps, all these white knights, they come to the rescue for a woman with 15 kids. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? A man will be shamed to fucking oblivion in today's society if he had 15 fucking kids. And he was asking for help, some assistance, some clothes, some food, a little bit of money, a little bit of food stamps. You guys see the hypocrisy right there? You guys see the double standard? And you guys see why I have no sympathy whatsoever for single mothers? None. Let's finish this. Let's finish this so we can have a good laugh. Let's listen to the last part, because the last part was the best one. And I know that a lot of you guys watched this video, but I had to play this video again. Let's go.
Somebody needs to pay for all my children and mine and Gary, all our suffering, all our pain. Somebody needs to be held accountable, and they need to pay.
What?
Yes. What? Let us watch that one more time. Let's watch that one more time. I know you guys heard that.
And I don't have anything. Somebody needs to pay for all my children and mine and Gary, all our suffering, all our pain. Somebody needs to be held accountable, and they need to pay.
What?
If there was a person that was so good at dodging accountability for their actions and for their bad actions, bad decisions, bad behavior, she will be Neo of dodging accountability. The audacity of this chick having 10 kids by a fucking bum. Who knows what other different baby daddies are there with the last 5 kids, right? And then she had the audacity to say that, hey, all of you, somebody needs to be held accountable. Somebody needs to pay for all this. Seriously? She is looking for fucking multiple Supermans to come in and save the day. Multiple fucking Captain Saberhoes. Because if you guys want to talk about 304, she's the epitome of a 304. Let's go back one more time. Just one more.
Somebody needs to pay for all my children and mine and Gary, all our suffering, all our pain. Somebody needs to be held accountable, and they need to pay.
What?
As a black man, this makes me fucking sick. So disgusting. Gross. It is unfathomable. It is so bad. It is so bad. This is Western society, gentlemen. This is Western society. And not just Western society. This is especially the black community. First off, why hasn't all of her kids been taken away? When they're living in a hotel, dying, trying to all 15 kids in one fucking like small hotel room, right? And she can't even afford to take care of all 15 kids. Hell, even with my salary, I wouldn't be able to afford to take care of 15 fucking kids. Even with a man with six figures, he will be struggling to take care of 15 fucking kids. And society just brushing it off like, oh, it's okay, honey. Oh, it's not your fault that you keep open up your legs to every schlong you see. Here, let me give you all this help because, you're a strong, independent woman. You guys see the oxymoron right there? You guys see that? You guys see that? So strong and independent. But after they're done doing their all this horrible bad behavior and decisions, they blame men. They directly or indirectly blame men for their bad choices, and they expect us to take them seriously? No. No. No, 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 no. That's not how it works. No. Why will I have to feel responsible to take care of another man's saved game, huh? Like I said in the comments before, is dealing with a single mother is like going to a party, right? You drive up, you walk into the party, and then you realize that everybody already left the party. The party's over. And then you're the one that had to clean up the mess. You have to clean up the aftermath. And imagine the mess of a woman that has 15 kids. And her baby daddy is in jail. One of her baby daddies. Because once again, in that clip, she said 10 out of 15 kids. 10 out of 15 was from that one bum-ass dude. I wonder how many dudes she slept with for the last 5 kids. Why isn't nobody holding her accountable? They always claim they're strong, independent, and don't need a man. And then they turn around and say, somebody has to pay for this. Somebody has to pay. I can't pay for all these kids, even though I chose to sleep with the same man 10 times, no condom or birth control, and gave birth to 10 kids. You need to pay for it. It's your fault as a man. You got to pay for my decisions to open up my legs to all these men and have 15 fucking kids. And that's just one of the things that I'm going to talk about. But somebody just joined. The one, the only. Rishi, what's going on?
I got all these kids. Someone need to pay for it. Someone got to pay.
No, wait. Where's the avatar?
Someone got to pay. What's up?
Where's the profile picture?
My profile picture? Oh, that's your mom, though.
Ain't my motherfucking mom.
Shit, someone got to pay for my motherfucking kids. I got 15 kids. I need to feed. I give them chicken and nugget, and I need to get more. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna say? Shit.
Oh, fuck that, bro. But
all right, get out of here, Pookie.
Rishi, what do you think about my talk so far? If you were listening to it,
oh, yeah, it's true. They never want to take accountability for like ruining their lives, and honestly, ruining the lives of their children. Because here's the thing: those are 10 children, like 15 children without a dad, and 5 of those kids don't even know who their dad is. So,
which is insane. Like, and this is why I say that single mothers are the burden to society, because I know there's statistics out there, but I didn't bring it up. I was procrastinating, but I know there's data out there saying that a good amount of men that are in prison came from single mothers. A good amount of young women that became single mothers came from a household from single mothers. And guess what the father role is? What is the father role is, gentlemen? What is the father's role? To keep the son out of jail and to keep the daughter out off the stripper pole. Okay, with all this sexual liberation and you can't tell me what to do, blah blah blah. It's literally leaving a child in a factory and expect nothing bad to happen. It's literally leaving a child in a factory and expecting nothing to happen. That's pretty much the analogy that I can compare to these women with the sexual liberation. Feminism. I do what I want. You can't tell me what to do. And now look what the fuck happened. Look how society ended up because of this shit. Okay, and on top of that, Rishi, who pays more in taxes, men and women?
Men.
Men are in a net positive when it comes to taxes, okay? Men overwhelmingly pay taxes more than women. The majority of women are the negative when it comes to paying taxes. They don't pay taxes.
Well, let's be fair. I mean, with the rise of the femboy, I'm pretty sure those numbers are going to be a little bit more skewed, but men are still going to come out on top.
Well, now you mentioned that, yeah, I don't even know what the fuck they are anymore, right? And what is all this money going to, right? Besides war, the majority of men paying taxes. Let me repeat it: men. We are funding the wars. We are funding the infrastructure. We are funding the roads. We are funding the food stamps. We are funding a single mother's household that she has to pay a fraction of rent compared to regular men. Right? Food stamps. Tax breaks. Worst of them all, child support. Oh man. Just imagine how much child support she would have gotten if her fucking Pookie and Ray Ray boyfriend wasn't a bum. The black girl with 15 kids. She will never have to work again. So let's say hypothetically, she messed with a Brittany Renner. I mean, she's a Brittany Renner. She messed with the athlete, which I don't think she can get an athlete anyway. Like, look at her. If she messed with the athlete and got like 10 kids from that athlete, and all of a sudden she's like, oh yeah, this ain't gonna work out, give me child support, she will never have to work again.
Nope.
Ever. And that's fucking terrifying. That's terrifying. So you got all these single mothers running around saying, oh, I'm making money moves, I'm making this, I'm making that. But little that you know is she is surviving off of multiple men's income. She claims she's this and she's that, but she can only have that facade off the backs of men. So the single mother epidemic, I'll call it epidemic, is getting really bad in the Western countries because they know that if they can have a kid, they will have a stream of income if they decide to leave the man and go somewhere else. And what's even worse is, depending on how much that man makes, one child is all she needs to survive for years to come. So now you guys seen for the last 20 years, I'll say 20 years, of the trend of single motherhood just skyrocketing the last 20 years. And here's the worst part. Majority of these single mothers, they're single mothers by choice. By choice.
Yep.
Rishi, would you have any sympathy for a single mother that she chose to be a single mother? What'd you say, Rishi?
Nope, not at all. Like,
None. Why the fuck would I have any type of sympathy for a woman that forcibly put a child onto this earth just for monetary gains? But if she sleeps with Pookie and Ray Ray, Chad Tyrone, she's willing to end the child's life out of convenience.
a lot of women see it like that. They see their like little baby as like a bargaining chip to be used and discarded at her leisure. That's
Literally,
messed up, bro.
yeah, I agree, Rishi. And like, have you noticed? Because I have been checking mainstream media here and there. You've noticed an increase over the years of mothers killing their own child.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes out of spite.
it's messed up, bro. Because
Literally,
they can't
out of
like
spite.
enact their vengeance on like the object of their vengeance, you know. So
Exactly.
they have to resort to pretty much what the Green Goblin. We attack his heart.
Oh shit, man. Oh man. And like I said before, single mothers, they're the bane. They're the bane of society. Okay. They're the burden of society. Because once again, if there is no father in sight to establish those disciplines, to establish those boundaries when it comes to kids, because primarily that's what dads do. They establish the fucking discipline, the order, the fucking boundaries, all that shit in the fucking household. Because he's the head of the household. What he says fucking goes. And kids coming from those type of households have a lot higher percentage of success than single mothers. Because guess what, single mothers, uh, they bank on their children to go to the NBA or to be just like their father. Or when it comes to the daughter is just like her. Because once again, crabs in a bucket. She does. You really think that she wants her daughter to do better than her? A lot of them do not, because once again, women are women. They see each other as competition, regardless. Am I wrong, Rishi?
No, you're not wrong, bro.
I know it's weird, gentlemen. I know a lot of you guys, you probably haven't been in that situation, but yes, there are situations where the mother and daughter compete with each other. There's situations where the mother see the daughter as competition because she has to reflect to say, hey, I'm getting old as hell. And my daughter, she just reached 18, 19. If she's getting all the dudes down, look at me. I'm looking old as shit. And don't get me started on the abuse on the sons. The abuse on sons are ridiculous. Nobody wants to talk about what happens to the sons of single mothers because, of course, society sees men as expendable. They can't wrap their heads around of single mothers actually abusing their kids, let alone their sons. Because why? Because on various accounts, mothers abuse their sons because, of course, it reminds them of the baby daddy that left them. And then they have the audacity when the son gets old enough saying that, oh, you're going to leave me? Ooh, how you going to leave your poor old mother? Bitch, I'm fucking gone. Fuck you. Like, it's crazy.
ridiculous.
It is insane. G2, wait, GG2HH. That shit isn't. Who the fuck is calling me? Hey, Rishi, continue.
All right. That shit isn't exclusive to single mothers, too. Well, it's true, but there's a lot of cases of single mothers doing it. So, yeah. Making a phone call during a stream. Shit. But yeah, it's true. Hold up. Damn, bro. A little bit too base there. But I won't disagree with you. Yeah, he went to get his Fiji water. But but yeah, it's just, you know, maybe in a different society, you know, it wouldn't be exclusive to just single mothers, but that's the thing. There's just this massive volume of single mothers right now. Shit, we don't even know what the effects of like single fatherhood would do to a child. Like, not really. Like, do any of you have any idea what a single father, how the child would end up? I don't know. It's because it's not frankly recorded. But yeah. Carry the stream, Rishi. I'm trying to. Don't you know how hard it is to carry a stream? Idiocracy is literally what's happening right now. Yeah, totally agree. From what I've seen, single fathers do a much better job than a single mother. Well, I wouldn't disagree with you there, because mothers are typically needed for like when the child's like an infant and literally can't do anything, constant attention. But fathers are pretty much needed the rest of the time to set boundaries and actually teach the kid like how to be an adult. They're encouraged. Yeah, they are encouraged to be, you know, boss bitch. You can do anything, girl power, you know, stuff like that. Oh shit, the chat's rolling now. Hey, does anyone know where the video of a chick making fun of how little a guy has in his apartment? A video. I don't know if it's a video. I think, are you talking about the tweet about like the picture where the guy just has like a recliner and TV, and it's just like, guys really be living like this? And it's like, yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Wait, I know one single father. He's pretty good. Yeah, it's like, I don't think it really has, because he's posting a StreamYard link. I guess he'll be out for a little bit. I want to make a point, but I can't find it. Damn, that sucks. They're encouraged to dispose of us once we start paying. They're encouraged to dispose of us once we start paying. Well, I wouldn't say they're encouraged. Like, that's a bit too broad. I can't really focus in on that.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, just
I had some important phone call to take. Jesus Christ, it's fucking ridiculous. Anyway,
yeah, Island Hermit, is a pleasure being on your stream.
What stream? What the fuck?
Island Hermit had a stream a few days ago.
Oh, okay. I was about to say
it was his first. He popped his cherry on the stream. He popped his cherry. Hey. But it was pretty good. I liked it.
But I completely forgot to do it because I'm still not done with my rant. But I'm gonna invite some people. You know, if they want to challenge any of my opinions and shit. Where is it? Oop. So before I start adding people to the stream, if you guys want to support the channel, please click on the link that I just pinned on top of the chat and donate to paypal.me/SirYeetus. Okay, if you have a super chat or anything that you want to say, or you just want to donate, go ahead and click that link. I'll get to it immediately. All right. Thanks to you guys' donation. This week is going to be a big change to the live stream. I know you guys are going to like it. It's going to be another upgrade. Oh, also, I'm getting off of StreamYard per se. I'm going to start streaming on OBS. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. But once again, if you guys want to donate to paypal.me/SirYeetus, the link that I just pinned. Definitely appreciate it. All right. I'm going to start adding people in. Gray, what's going on?
Yo. Hello, Warband.
Hello. Then I'm also going to add Carry on. What's going on?
I'm good.
You doing fantastic?
I wouldn't say fantastic, but I'm doing good.
You're doing all right. You know, okay. But I'm gonna start with Gray. Gray, based on the rant, if you've heard it in the beginning, what is your perspective on single mothers actually being a burden on society?
Well, they absolutely are, but there was an interesting point that was going with the single fathers that I'd like to expand on.
What's up?
Well, overwhelmingly, single fathers do produce far better results for their kids. Like, they're less likely to go to jail, less likely to rope, all that stuff.
Yeah.
However, this is where it gets interesting, because there have to be exceptions to the rule. But when women get custody 95% of the time, it's not random that the 5% of men that get them the rest of the time. It's not a lottery.
Right.
Like, it's only going to be men that have their paperwork in order, show up and go to court, really actively pursue a desire to be there for their children. So really, only the most responsible of fathers, most of the time, are going to even get the opportunity to be single fathers.
Okay, yeah.
What'd you say? Carry on.
I agree with him. Like, in that situation, it's not just like you have to be the most spectacular form of a single father. It's not, you can't be an average father or a good father. You have to be like top tier father to become a single father, or the white woman or the wife was just horrible. So those are like the only times that men actually get full custody of their children.
Well, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, if you need child support to support the kids, you shouldn't get full custody.
Well,
that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that makes sense, but we got to look at the situation for what it is. I just think it's interesting.
Well, the mothers are more available than the father?
No, the government just has an incentive to give the children to the mothers instead of to the fathers.
Okay, so you're talking about how it is right now.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying that what it is good. I'm just saying it is what it is, and there's a bunch of incentives behind it being what it is, and it's not for the good of the children. It's for the good of the people with the authority to dictate who gets the child.
Yep, and usually these judges are feminists, or liberal.
What's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference, right? Yeah,
I don't think you could find a judge that isn't a feminist by first wave standards.
That is
like,
true.
Like, do you really think that anyone with an anti-feminist belief is going to be given any political power?
Well, they don't say anything.
No, because those type of judges ain't gonna bring the green into the courts. The judge won't get paid, the attorneys won't get paid, because the the divorce/family courts, they rely on the conviction of the man being punished. to get
Yeah,
paid.
they need that money. And again, as we've discussed before, there's no incentive to imprison a woman. Woman who misses her child support payments, they're not going to throw her in prison because that's just a further burden on the system for no benefit.
Nope, like that one clip I showed earlier, 15 fucking kids.
15 children.
15 kids. How did
Yeah,
she not get her kids taken away?
Although, slight correction though, he said that some single mothers are single mothers by choice. All single mothers choose to be single mothers by the quality of the men that they pick.
I want to say all. There's a small minority.
The only exception are widows.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. You call them widows. You wouldn't call a widow a single mother.
Yeah, you're right.
Every single mother either chose a bad boy to get piped down by, or she drove a good man away.
That's pretty much the only two choices, yeah.
I'll say that's majority. There are some cases of people that are really stable and something went crazy.
I don't see a man just walking out of his kids like that.
That's the thing. In cases let's say, oh, well, he was great, but then he suddenly turned to drink. Are we really going to say that having a woman in his life was not a factor that brought him to alcoholism?
Yeah, but at the same time, some people need to take responsibility for their own situations.
I
could have other shit in my life, but just because
I saw the downward spiral.
Go crazy.
Okay. I saw the downward spiral of marriage. It didn't help that he was in the military either. So,
yeah, I know marriage is not easy. I'm just saying, people have to, there are certain people that they can say that as an excuse, but in the end, you still have to take responsibility for your actions.
There are bad men.
Okay, yeah, but
I agree.
Yeah, there's definitely bad guys, but you can't say. What if you have 1,000 couples, and every single man loses his job? Do you think that the men with supportive wives versus negligent or unsupportive wives are more or less likely to hit a downward spiral?
Oh no, I never said they wouldn't. If you have someone supporting.
So the woman, that's the thing. If the woman's going to be a partner in it, then the mental well-being of her husband, that's a part of the marriage. She is not a child entering into a foster parent relationship.
I never said that. I never alluded to that. I said that some people, you could have a situation where someone, I've seen situations where, they get into a relationship that she's trying to help the guy, but the guy just doesn't want to do anything because the shit went bad. Someone probably died in his family, and after they went to drinking and other stuff. And the person can try to help them. This is some people just have bad, I'm not sure what it is, they just don't bounce back. I'm not saying that's every situation, and those situations are definitely rare. I can't deny that.
But in my opinion, if she had some type of male guidance involved, especially her father, there'll be a way less chance of her being caught up in that predicament.
And that's the other thing. The woman nowadays, it is the woman's responsibility to pick the good man, to vet the good man, to pick who she spreads her legs for. I guess she's just spreading her legs for every single man, and then the first man that's willing to put a ring on it, ooh, that's good. Okay. But it was her responsibility to pick the man she spreads her legs for.
Right. That's her double-edged sword, right? Because when she's trying to vet this man, she's going off on how she feels.
If a poor man was chosen and the father was the one making the selection, okay, then yeah, it wouldn't be her fault. But that's not the society. That's the thing. And the father would definitely, in that case, honestly, if a father picked a man and the man turned out to be a bum, he'd definitely bring his daughter back in, probably fucking furious at himself for making such a bad decision.
Right. He will be held accountable by the family. Hey, yeah, you chose this man.
But that's the thing. But the daughter picks a bad man. No, the family doesn't fucking hold any accountability for her.
Right.
So she's free to make as many fuck ups as she wants. And there's always going to be a safety net until suddenly there's not. And then it's the government that's the safety net. And after that, then they end up homeless. And it's like, oh, poor woman. Is like the amount of fuck up she had to make to get homeless. For a woman to be homeless, she's got to fuck up real bad and have high standards, because even a fucking homeless, one-eyed, two-toothed woman can still find a man that's willing to give her a home in exchange for some nookie.
Yeah, it's not that hard for a woman to find a place to stay, per se. You know, when it comes to desperate times, it's not that hard for a woman to find a place. Because there's a man out there that's like, okay, yeah, she can come to my place. A man, on the other hand, no. He can't do the same thing that she's doing at all. He's fucked. Unless he becomes some type of, gigolo?
Even then, like, male gigolos are held to a higher standard than females. I have never heard of a 300-pound male gigolo.
Hey, you're right.
What the hell? I don't know.
He's not wrong. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I know what gigolo is. I just don't know there's 300-pound prostitutes around.
Oh, there's definitely some big
female,
bitches.
like female ones. Yeah, sure.
Damn, I don't live in the land of the fat, so I'm not sure, man.
The land of the fat. Damn.
And I've seen Peter Dench's photography. Don't act like the UK is exceptional.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you guys definitely have like a larger category. What I'm saying.
But when it comes to single mothers, they're one of the biggest burdens of society because of how much influence that they have. Because once again, at least in today's society, you know, it's been like this for a while. Women are in charge of the culture of society, and the fact that they got primary custody of kids majority of the time, and they choose to leave the father or kick the father out of the house, and they raise kids based on how they feel and not what's right. We got what's going on today with femboys and all that crazy shit.
Well, and then beyond that, also keep in mind that if a man goes to prison for not paying his child support, that's a criminal record. He can't vote.
Nope, he cannot vote whatsoever. No. But when it comes to raising the next generation, who has more influence, men or women, today?
Well, definitely women.
Because that's the biggest reason why I made this live stream. Women are in charge, once again, of culture, of society.
And they're also the ones that are brought into the educational institutions. Even if they're not raising their own kids, they're raising other people's kids.
But I just want to tell people, look fucking outside. Don't be fucking naive. Look outside. Look how society's become because of this fucking liberation bullshit. Look what's happening.
Oh, let society wrong.
But you want to blame men for something that's out of our control? The average man, I mean.
I can't even say that, honestly, man. The average man has no power.
I'm just saying because you know the Simpson power.
The average man is busting his ass 8 to 12 hours a day just trying to make ends meet and keeping things from falling apart.
He still gets fucked.
I just have more higher standards for everyone involved. You can say that the average man's working hard, but
doesn't
at the
matter
same
how
time,
high your standards are for the Western woman, really.
Yeah. Well, you could have a whole bunch of.
They had to submit and listen.
Well, I don't know. Carry, I'm like, what you got? Like, let's hear this out.
Okay,
hold on.
Yeah, the average man.
Hold on. I gotta finish this though.
Okay.
This question I'm asking you: do you really believe that the Western woman, even though you have your standards, do you really believe that they're going to be listening to your standards and actually be submissive to your standards today?
Well, no, they don't have to follow my standards, and if they don't follow my standards, I won't benefit them. There is like a lot of things that men do that benefit women.
Plenty of them out there.
Yeah. Okay, let's say this. There could be plenty of like homeless people out there. I could subsidize them, or like crackheads, all that crap. I could give them money. I could subsidize them doing this rubbish that they're doing. But in the end, I'm still feeding the monster. I'm still feeding the beast. I have some responsibility, even though I'm not completely responsible for their actions. I did support them, knowing that, or not even like, okay, let's say this. If I hit someone with my car and kill them, I didn't knowingly kill them. I didn't do it out of malicious or any form, but I still killed them. I'll still go to prison for that. That's technically how I see it. Like, average men don't have the complete power to influence society on a grand scale, but they still have a decent amount of gravitas to change the environment around them. But most of them just choose to annoy it and say, hey, it's not my problem. Yeah, you can say it's not your problem, but you don't have to feed the crap that's happening. Most people, like, MGTOW doesn't do that. We separate ourselves from that shit. But most men aren't separating themselves. They're playing with the shit and they're feeding it, and there's more shit that's growing because they're doing that.
Okay, I was just saying what you're saying, because when it comes to having standards, right, as a man, that's an automatic no-no, right? And how are you going to apply standards to a Western woman that could destroy you at any second, just off of her words alone?
But if most average men had standards, all those women would look like they're crazy.
But is the standards that high, though?
Well, men don't really have standards for women. Besides, don't smell that bad. I'm gonna be honest. It's not for that. I've seen some guys like, you don't have to be in shape because these fat girls are getting pregnant too. We have to be honest. Someone's doing this stuff. So they don't have to be in shape. They don't even have to smell that nice half the time. They don't have to have a nice personality. They don't have to be virgins. They don't have to have a lot of standards. That they will have a high amount of standards, but we as men treat them like, oh yeah, pussy? Oh wow, I want pussy. This is that. It's like, that does cause a lot of troubles, just being thirsty for pussy.
And that's what makes it a lot worse, right? Because when it comes to these Western women, they're not going to settle with the average man, right? Unless they have no choice if the wall hits at the speed of light, right? So if they do give this man, and they do have a kid by this man, she's not staying with that man in 2022. Very unlikely that she's going to stay with that man.
But he did cushion her. He did cushion her and keep her in his house and fed her. Okay, and he dropped his seed in her at least. So try doing that. He gave her money for like 20 years at least.
Yep. And she's like, you outlived your usefulness. I'm going back to the carousel and pursue Chad and Tyrone.
Yeah, but he was still used.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
well, that's where it gets to the
percentage. I agree that he was used. Don't take that away.
Well, that's the thing, though. The man does suffer.
Well, I never said the man doesn't suffer.
Yeah, no, sorry. I want to address Carry-On's point, but
go for it.
Yeah, so like in that case where the man subsidizes the woman, like he will eventually suffer. His life is seen as suffering, and thus it is made an example for other men. And we're seeing that effect now where women are finding it harder and harder to find a meal ticket, to the point where there aren't going to be enough meal tickets. Well, there's already not enough meal tickets going around. And the government, of course, is placing more and more stringent measures because, okay, like, yeah, the individual man can make the choice, but there's also a certain percentage that every man can't make a choice. You can be an incredibly hardcore MGTOW, but it is very hard to say that you did not contribute a cent into the tax system. You don't have a choice there. And the government, which is run by feminists and who need the single mother vote, they're going to take your money and put it towards single mothers as long as you pay even 1 cent in taxes.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you would being forced to subsidize them and like under pressure and all that crap. That's different than like just doing that out of your free will. I understand.
Yeah. And the ones that do it out of free will, like, we mock them because they are being foolish. It's like you go into a store, say bananas are really scarce and bananas are hugely overpriced, but then you see the owner of the store giving away bananas for free to some people and then charging you $1,000 a bunch.
Well, you're paying for those other people's bananas right there.
Precisely. And then so eventually, so we'd look at the man who'd go, "Oh yeah, I'll pay $1,000 for the banana someone else got for free." We'd look at them and mock them for being a fool. Now it's their own free will. Like, we can shame them, we can expose them to the very fact that they're getting ripped off, but really only devastating financial ruin serving as an example is going to actually convince people to hold themselves to the standards, simply out of self-preservation.
Yeah, I rarely honestly, I rarely want simps to be on their last legs in the streets, begging for money, crying. I want them all to be on that situation.
Well, that's why, like, you shouldn't feel shame about fleecing a sucker, because if you don't, someone else will. A sucker is a sucker is a sucker.
Yep.
And they need to learn.
And when it comes to these simps, they either learn the easy way or the hard way. You know, I learned the hard way when I was 18. You know, when my girl cheated on me with, well, I think it was like 2-3 different dudes in the same week. And she laughed in my face about it. That's when something snapped at me. It's pretty much like my whole simp world was like crashing around. Like crashing around me. I didn't even know what to fucking do, because I'm like, hold up, I did everything right. Why did she do this to me? Luckily, I passed by Sandman's video, and he explained it. Now, I went through the Red Pill Rage for a couple weeks, but it's something that society that's majority controlled by modern women, they give that false pretense of what you should do in order to get a relationship with a woman, which is the complete opposite. And as you know, you get older, how is a woman going to tell a man how to get a woman? Like, it's no. You got to ask a man that's been in that experience for a minute. You have to ask that type of man, hey, how do you get women? Like what the saying goes, you don't ask the fish, you ask the fisherman. Because women don't know jack diddly shit about getting women. Well, but then they're gonna try to turn around and say, "Oh, well, what about men? They don't know how to get men." Blah blah blah. See, here's the thing: men, we study our prey. You women do not. Even you only know like 3 things about us, huh?
Even if a woman has experience getting other women, a fish can hunt other fish, but it's never going to know how to hunt a fish like a fisherman. Technically, this has a whole different rule set. Fishing in the water as a fish and fishing on land as a human. There's two, that's different. Of course, there's sharks, and sharks eat fish all the time, and they're still fish. But hey, a human can't hunt animals like a shark.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like, you won't ask a fish on how to catch them, right?
Yeah, because you don't have the same skill set. You don't have the same abilities as a fish. You're not a fish in the first place, so you don't have
would
everything.
You trust a fish to tell you the truth on how to catch it?
Nah, that fish is crazy.
that's the analogy, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying, but
right.
There could be fishes that hunt other fish, but you as a human, you will never have those skills that the fish has. You never have all the, because like lesbians, they can get other women that are lesbians, or like wishy-washy, but at the end, they're a woman. They have benefits. They're not seen as a predator as soon as they are in contact with another. Like, women see men as dangerous in general for some reason. Well, it's not for some reason. We know why. So
yeah, it's World War III is around the corner. Yeah.
Yeah. When World War III comes around, everything's fine and dandy. But yeah,
please save me, young man. That's pretty much is happening right now. What's going to happen? But you can continue, carry on.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say, like, people subsidize dumb behaviors, even if they like people are giving her food. They might as well I'm giving this woman food because she has all these children and she needs to date. But no, stop. Like, wait, how did she get these much children? Because having 5 children is a lot. But you went 3 times that. So first you had to have 1 child. 1 child is pretty difficult to look after if you don't have a good environment. Then you went 15 times that. How do you get from 1 to 15 children and 10 children from 1 person? That's ridiculous already. 10 children from 1 person. And after like 5 from some other people, we're not sure. But that means this woman did not give a damn about her life, but people subsidized her so she could have more children. I'll blame everyone that gave her children for the first child for every child that came afterwards.
Yeah, because you know how quick a man would be shamed if he was in the same situation? He would be shamed to oblivion. If he had 15 fucking kids and then he's asking for help,
even though it's way more easier for a guy to have 15 kids.
You chose to have 15 kids, bro. Maybe you need to get a better paying job. That's pretty much what's going to happen.
No, but I do see what you're getting at, Carry On. Like, men who fuck with single mothers are fucking with society as a whole. But let's be honest. She didn't get these kids from upstanding members of society. These guys were already fucking over society for their own short-term benefit.
Yep. Pookie and Ray Ray.
Oh yeah, but you can't solve monsters and fucked up people. I don't really care about like the people that have barely any functions in society and they just do want to destroy it. But the people that say they want to keep society and they still do dumb shit by subsidizing people that are destroying society, I'm looking at you like, yeah, I can't trust you because what you say and what you do is they're not connecting, they're not melding with each other in harmony. Like one of the actions that you're doing are destroying the words that you're saying.
Yeah, I've got one of those people as my prime minister. Thank you.
But yeah, like the guys that like she had 15 children with guys that are subpar. They probably subpar in a sense of society and keeping care of children because this guy, he was in prison and he definitely did not have the money to look after 10 children.
So yeah, like, she still kept getting babies.
Well, to be fair, he could have been a very successful drug dealer.
You really think a very successful drug dealer has that money to look after 10 children?
Do you know how much money a drug dealer makes, man?
Well, it depends what caliber of drug dealer he is.
Yeah, and not to mention, she's getting subsidized everything.
Yeah.
Okay, like, and probably like some cash straight up. Actually, here's something that would be fucking hilarious to like go to someone working minimum wage and say, hey, you know that tax that they take off your check every week? Well, that's going towards the housing that subsidizes the people who are going to replace you for less money.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, man. When it comes to these single mothers, it's crazy how much benefits that they get, not only as a woman, but as a single mother. And they have the audacity to still bitch and moan and complain about being oppressed.
That's the thing. Like women get a financial incentive. Like up here in Canada, it's called the baby bonus. You actually get paid money per kid you have. So I imagine state by state, I imagine it's different in the US. But like, it's not like, oh, you get food stamps or you get subsidies. No, it's you are just handed cash.
Well, are they still bitching about being oppressed?
Of course, it's Canada.
Like, you're earning more money than possibly the below average man or even the average man.
Fuck, there's fucking people on welfare making more money than me busting my ass 40 hours a week.
Literally. And they're just sitting there doing nothing. And they have the audacity to say that they're oppressed. And that's my biggest, one of my biggest issues. Like, how are you going to leech off the fucking government and then claim that, you know, the patriarchy is keep you down?
Like, that's the thing. What would be the opposite word for oppressed? Really? Like uplifted?
Shit. Hold on. I can look it up.
Privilege. That's definitely the word.
Privilege.
Sure.
That's a good
All
one.
right. All right. So you're in a more privileged situation than zero claiming you're oppressed. Quite frankly, should treat the lot of you the exact same, give you jack fucking shit, and just let you die. I mean, seriously, imagine how much more responsible the average woman would be if they got absolutely fucking nothing for having children.
Which it was how it was until not Theodore Roosevelt, being retarded. Franklin Roosevelt, with his New Deal shit. He's the one that kickstarted the Social Security and stuff that I know of. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure
I don't know.
FDR was the one that kickstarted.
You're asking a Brit and a Canadian about American history.
My bad. But FDR, at least in the United States, right, back in 1930 something, he tried to recover from the Great Depression. He's the one that kickstarted all these programs, to help the little guy out, and it was supposed to be something that you can use as a temporary crutch to get yourself back into, to the workforce, right?
Nothing's more permanent than a temporary government program.
See,
it's crazy, yeah. Oh,
that's
okay. Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, Yeetus is right about FDR. See, I'm still there in my history. Look at that. But when it comes to these programs, it was supposed to be something that, if you hit a hard time, you just apply for the program. The program is for like a few months, a month or two, to the point where you can get back and join the workforce again. But in the U.S., especially the Black community, they took full advantage of that situation.
Oh yeah, there's people that they will write a lot of stuff and say that they're worse off than they actually are and all that shit. See, if I run the government as like a dictator and I had this system, all these people that just munch off it, they'll be in prison, they'll be working to the bone because I'll find all of them. I'll be like, oh yeah, send people to check on them, check what they're doing every day, find out what they're doing. Like, oh, I can't walk. See this guy walking all the time, doing all that bullshit. Like, yeah, you're walking the fields, you're gonna make me money. You are going to make me money. Because there's a whole bunch of people that can work. They're just too lazy to do it. And there's no one to actually clock these people and like, oh, well, you can work. You're just too lazy and you're good at lying to get away with this.
This is the thing. You can do that when you're a dictator and you don't need any votes.
Shit.
True.
As soon as you start needing a large number of the population to vote for you, that's when you can start buying votes with other people's money.
Yeah.
And that's what we have now. We have the minority of the population paying for the majority of the voting population.
You know what's kind of fucked up? It's that in the beginning they were the minority. It's just that they breed like fucking rabbits.
Well, but that's exactly part of it. When you subsidize people having children, you're going to encourage people to A, be poor, and B, to have a lot of children.
Whoa, they're starting to catch up with the Caucasian community as well.
Oh, yeah.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, it's getting to the point
at least in the United States.
Yeah, it's
like
that Britain too.
Yeah, it's getting to a larger and larger extent. And this is the thing. So the only counteracting solution to it, because you can't vote it out. You can't convince people to vote against their own self-interest. So all you can do is minimize the amount you contribute to the system until it falls apart.
Well, the majority of votes do come from women as well, so
yeah,
that doesn't help.
So
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like the majority of the population, like if you combine simps, the impoverished, and women, you get a massive majority of the population.
Well, even just class women, because there's like more women in average, and more women vote, like go to voting in average than more men. Like most men don't actually vote than more women, so that makes sense. More women are more likely to be single mothers, and that benefits, and they get to influence a lot of bullshit.
And that's another
Especially-
reason why women are kept out of prison, because a woman with a criminal record can't vote.
But here's the crazy part, right? That I'm thinking about, slightly diverting from the voting thing. When it comes to women, I remember my great grandfather. He passed away like 11 years ago. He told me, even though I was like in my teenage years, he said, "Hey, like let me give you some game on women, right? They can only get away with what you allow, and this can be extended to a societal standpoint, right? Because do you really think women will be behaving this crazy if the government assistant didn't exist?"
No, because they starve and die, and other women would see that and avoid it.
Exactly. Or doomed to wander the streets for the rest of her days. Because she has to take care of herself and or her kids somehow.
Well, chances are that she'd just pick a low value man to shack up with.
Or she'll sell her kids.
All these benefits that we gave women's society, of course, we give them an inch. They took 200,000 miles.
I want to say they took it. Sims gave it to them. They gonna take shit.
But that's the biggest thing, though, right? They know there's always going to be some fucking doofus that's going to come in and save the day. And she's just going to extract all the resources from that dumb motherfucker. And then, go back on her carousel adventures.
I was just thinking that, like, give someone an inch and they take them out. It's like, yeah, they can take them out, but if it's a rope, it's like you just give someone an inch of rope. They can't really stretch that past a mile unless you give them that mile of rope. Because if there's only an inch and they try to stretch it, it's going to break.
I agree, Carry On. We're going to get back to that in a bit. I'm going to talk about that. Island Hearn, what's going on, man?
What's up, dude? Hey, I did invite you to my live stream. Check your DMs.
I don't see it.
Oh, I thought I did. Pretty sure I did.
I don't see no link from your
No, I didn't send you a link. I think I told you a few days before or something. No worries. You guys are all invited to my next one whenever I do another one. So, pop to my
you did send me on the second. You did send me the message that you're gonna be doing a stream. Yeah, if you would have sent a live stream, I would have joined. Like sent the link.
Yeah, it was fun. We had Dak, Carry On was on, Real Talk, Black Wolf, Rishi joined. We're just shooting the shit. I had the whole thing planned out, then it basically just turned into a chill stream, but fuck it.
All right, if you're gonna do another one, man, let me know.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do another one in a few weeks. I gotta update my my stuff. I was using my phone, and yeah, probably would have went a lot better if I just used the computer. So I want to buy some shit and upgrade my setup before I do it. I can't be busting out them live streams every day like you, dude. I don't know how you do it, man. I would have ran out of shit to talk about a long time ago.
Man, I still got so much shit to get off my chest, man. This is 7 years of me just lurking in the shadows with all these YouTube channels.
Yeah, I figure, I'll just gonna do a stream a couple times a month. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it.
Well, I'm gonna slow down eventually, but at the moment, I would like to get enough live streams to the point where, people can get some authentic advice and discussions, whether they agree with me with my opinion or not. You know, I want them to see that, hey, you know, not all red pill, MGTOW, manosphere, whatever it is. We don't all have the same viewpoint. We all can have different opinions, which is important.
That's actually what I like about your streams, dude. You kind of let everybody in with different voices, and we just talk and have conversations. So, you know, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a Cuck Murphy. I'm gonna add just some random guy. Just some random guy. Where you at?
Yo, guys, what's up? Is everything cool?
Yep, everything is good. I can hear you, but I'm gonna start with Island Hermit first. Island Hermit, when it comes to the topic today, what is your perspective on single mothers being a burden on society?
I just want to say I fucking hate single moms. Single moms are the worst thing to ever happen to society. And I got a thing I came up with. It's called the anti-civilization equation. When you have a society that normalizes and glorifies single moms, that society is destined to collapse. Like, look around, dude. It's normalized. Like, back in the day, they were ashamed. Now you're like strong and powered, and you get all the cash and prizes for being a single mom. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yes, it is definitely out of control. And give me a second. I'm going to show right quick. I'm going to get back to your statement, Island Hermit.
Cool.
If you want to support this channel or the Warband in general, please donate to paypal.me/Yeetus. I pinned the link on top of the chat. If you have something that you want to say, or you have a question, or you just want to donate, go ahead and donate whatever you feel like donating. All donations are appreciated. Thank you very much. All right. So when it comes to the equation, Island Hermit, where did this equation come from?
I kind of stole it from like a Dark Side from DC Comics, because you know how he had the anti-life equation, and I was like kind of just like made my own thing, and I'm like, yeah, dude, that's like, because if you think about it, if you just like normalize single mothers, fucking society itself collapses, dude. You cannot have a society that normalizes single mothers.
Well,
you know,
I wouldn't even say single mothers. I say normalizing feminism.
Yeah, but like when you normalize single mothers, they go hand in hand for sure. But when you normalize the single mother thing, you got most of those kids are probably going to end up in prison. They're going to just grow up to be in poverty, all around shitty people in general. Like, dude, I've been to prison. Not one of them kids had a dad. They didn't know who the fuck their dad was. It was extremely rare. And like even the mustache man back in Germany knew if he wanted to control the people, he had to kick the father out of the home. So it's like they know if you kick the father out of the home that you can fucking do all this.
Island Hermit, give me a second. Rishi, Gray. I think I heard you guys had something to say about my statement saying that feminism is a cause of the birth rates going down and society eventually failing because of it.
Well, it absolutely is. And actually, that guy Pete did a video, an interesting video on it when it comes to breeding strategy. And the thing is, feminism, it's the cause, but it's also the byproduct. The long-term stability and comfort of society is the cause. That comfortable society, it breeds feminism, but it also breeds the strategy of have a lot of children and don't invest heavily in them, because there's a perceived abundance of resources. You won't get feminism in a resource-scarce society.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree. Rishi, you got something to say about the feminism statement I made about being the cause of the downfall of a society?
The downfall of the society
because of birth rates, because I heard us talk about the anti-life.
No, he's talking about the anti-civilization.
Close enough. That's pretty much similar.
Well, I'd say you're both right. It's just that
island hermits, like single mothers, are the means. Well, maybe.
What about
I'd
women
say
talking about I don't need a man?
Feminism is like the ideological engine behind all of this,
Okay.
and it thrives in the environment, which that Gray was pointing out, that we're getting too comfortable in this environment. That's how it thrives. Feminism's more like the ideological engine, and I'd say single motherhood is more of the end product.
Okay. So it's
where
like
it
a
leads.
flu. So it's like a flu.
Yeah.
Like a flu can't really affect the cold. Can't let's say the cold because we don't want people to think about certain other stuff. The
Well, yeah, be
cold.
careful. If Susan thinks you're talking about the other thing, you might get his channel in trouble.
The cold can't really. Yeah. The common cold can't affect a healthy person.
Yeah. Well,
But
because like feminism does like lead down to single motherhood, because feminism, the basic truth of feminism is that women are equal or higher than men. So why can't they raise a child by themselves? That's a great lie.
Technically forcing you. Everything that society is now is trying to become gods. We're trying to force away from the natural order and cement ourselves as eternal beings that will never decay and so on. So that's something like someone that's eating unhealthy is what societies are. They're technically abundance. They are unnatural in many ways. And feminism is this like virus that comes along, and because in a healthy body, that society that's scarce and people know what they're doing, have a straight mind, that virus will never go and get to a stage where it's really dangerous. It might pop up and stay around for a while, and it might be in the body, but when it get to a point that's dangerous. But if society
it's like feminism is the cancer. It's not the natural order. It was never the natural order of society. Patriarchy was the natural order, but that's bad now. So you have the thing, we're in a order that's not natural, and it's fucking everything up. And the only way that's going to be replaced back to normal is when it all collapses. Because when it collapses, the natural order will be restored.
Hermit.
So,
thank you for the topic I'm gonna have tomorrow.
What's that?
We're gonna talk about the patriarchy.
The patriarchy, not the patriarchy.
My stream might get struck down, but I'm definitely gonna go in on the
TFM on throwing turds everywhere, and it survived, so you should be all right.
TFM, man, I gotta be slightly careful with TFM, man, because he's gonna expose Area 52 and shit. God damn, bro.
Bro, you should listen to his streams on Saturday. He talks about shit you would never be able to get away with on YouTube.
Was he the new Alex Jones?
No, he just
says Alex Jones can get more air. I think Alex Jones hasn't been banned on that many platforms.
But Alex Jones is not as crazy as people try to make him to be anymore.
Well,
majority of what he said became correct.
Yeah, you still have to take everything Alex Jones says with a grain of salt, but a lot of stuff he is saying does end up becoming true, which is crazy. But yeah, TFM just says whatever the fuck he wants, and it's understandable why he's kicked off of YouTube.
Wait, give me a second. GG2HH, what's the TFM? How dare you?
How dare you, sir?
I think it's more so you must be new here.
Yeah. You must be new here.
First time?
Well, yeah, earlier that dude was asking, what is HMT? And I was like, hockey mask time. So yeah, he's probably a new guy.
Yeah, he's a new guy.
Welcome
TFM
to the new guy.
is the OG of the MGTOW community. Well, not even MGTOW, but the quote-unquote manosphere in general. He is one of the first on YouTube to make this shit happen.
Well, he's not on YouTube anymore.
He's not on YouTube anymore.
If you search him on YouTube, you'll only find sex toy reviews. You got to go on MGTOW TV.
But he's also got some stuff on BitChute too.
TFM is highly respected till this day, and he deserves to be respected till this day.
Well, I think he's an intellect. He's like an academic. He's working. He's the guy that comes up with like new information
GG,
regarding our sphere.
yeah, GG2HH. If you want to know who TFM is, go ahead and look at my previous live streams. And if you don't, I do plan on bringing him back soon.
Yeah.
So
And like GG2, go check out Yeetus's live stream with TFM, or like somebody should put like their thumbs in your eye. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you definitely go check that out.
But the big one is when I had Sandman and TFM on GG, you should go to Under Chronic's channel. He has it on his channel. I have to get rid of the live stream on my channel when it comes to that collab, because we don't want to have my channel going on the road, right? Because I'm close to 6,000 subs and it gets yeeted immediately. So that's what Under Chronic, he did not want that to happen. So
if it lasted on Chronic stream this long, you should be good though, because it's been a minute. So
yeah, I should be good, yeah. But just to play it safe though,
yeah,
because of the no-nos he was saying. Like, I have all respect for TFM, right? He doesn't give a fuck. But Under Chronic, he said, hey, I can always create another channel. But he doesn't want his homies to start all over again.
Well, I think part of it too is that the censors have a much harder time getting through multi-hour live streams.
That is true. They have to take a minute to go through all that. Damn, I have one more question for you guys. So, let's start with. We will start with Rishi. Rishi,
Yo,
what is your solution when it comes to this single mother epidemic and how to keep it to a minimum?
just cut off the money. I mean, that's really all you have to do. Is like all this is like not natural, so you just have to take out what supports it, which is the money they get from being a single mother. And then all of a sudden the dominoes will fall, and order will come back to itself.
Do you agree with that, Gray?
Yeah, I second that, but let's be a little more specific on it. I've got to, like, depending on your income bracket, some taxes are going to be paid out. It's inevitable, so you can't avoid it there. You can avoid giving money to single mothers in your own life, just refuse it. But then to go one step beyond, refuse to aid any man who is giving aid to a single mother.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, I'm just helping a bro out. But if that bro is supporting a single mother, then you're helping that single mother by proxy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fuck that. In fact, I had to call out my homeboy today about that shit. I had to call him out. I'm like, Like, were you guys there at the beginning when I was calling out my friend?
Yeah, he's got a fucking 26-year-old, which... Yeah, like, that's playing it right up at the edge of the wall, but it's like, no, single mother, get the fuck out.
The sad thing is, he probably won't listen to you. Anytime I talk to one of my friends about their single mother girlfriend, they don't listen to me. They just look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, at one point, years ago, when I was still in the military, the girl that one of my soldiers was messing with was still pregnant. I was like, I should choke the shit out of you right now.
Wait, she was pregnant?
Yeah, she was still pregnant, and he was going after that girl.
Bro, you should have smacked the shit out of him so hard.
I wanted to so bad.
Yep. Dude, that reminds me of a girl I was talking to on Tinder a long time ago. I fucking showed up to pick her up. This bitch was like 7 months pregnant. I fucking drove off on her. I'm like, oh, fuck no. Just happened to leave that out. Like I wouldn't notice.
It's just that, when your boy knows better. Like, he should know better, but he's thinking with his little head instead of his big head about the situation. Like, bro, why couldn't you get a girl that's not pregnant? Like, the fuck? Why couldn't you go for a girl that's, no hymen, no diamond, or the girl that's in her early 20s and stuff that's not pregnant? Why would you go after a pregnant bitch? Why? Like, we can't hang out with each other no more.
yeah, like that's basically it.
Yeah.
Like,
There's no way. Like
that's the extra element it has to be. Is like, look, you support this single mother, that's on your head, but I ain't fucking helping you a cent because I am refused to help a single mother.
And I gotta read this right quick before Arling Herman continues. GG2HH, you are the poetry guy that calls UC show. I instantly recognize your voice. I didn't know you had a channel. Well, GG2, I am part of the Warband. And also, I didn't know I was good at poetry.
I think he's referring to Shinobi one.
Oh,
Yeah, he might be talking about Shinobi. Shinobi's in the chat.
Shinobi. He's talking about me. Don't worry about Shinobi. Shinobi 1. Take the hit from me, bro. Take the hit from me. But in all seriousness, when it comes to a Dead Chronic show, I haven't been on lately because I've been very busy with a lot of real life stuff. Not bad. I've just been busy. But in the end, I do plan on hopping back on Chronic's live stream this week because he should have another one this week. And we're going to be doing a segment. It's going to be a good one. Actually, it's probably going to be a controversial one, saying that women don't have a nationality. Women don't have a race.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, they do.
That argument for the show. let's not get into that here.
We're gonna save it for the show. We're gonna save it for the show. Okay. I was just about to go in for a second.
Yeah. No, don't steal his content, man.
Because we both got content to show. We definitely got a lot to say about this because a lot of men can't understand that.
And maybe we could do a follow-up stream here as well, depending on how much gets covered.
But just a random guy, just to keep it simple, when the barbarian is at the gate, they have no fucking nationality or race.
Yeah.
They're going to pass on the gene on whoever is the victor.
Yep. I would call them
brides.
I would call them parasites, actually.
Damn.
And that's why it's going to be a controversial show.
Like the Venezuelans, right? They're still doing their thing, and I don't think it was Mexico, but Venezuela, the Venezuelan crisis with the economy. All the women, they went up north, and they're literally patrolling the streets. Literally, like it was in mass Venezuelan women, and they're willing to have a good time with you for as low as $5, $10. Like it was dirt cheap
for only 2 easy payments of $5.99.
That's how bad it was.
For a Big Mac.
Hell,
you're paying for a chance in the you're paying for a chance in the STD lottery.
Yeah, and I heard about Venezuelan women busting it open for food, just to eat. It's like, what else can she give you in exchange for her to stay alive?
Yep, like I said, parasites.
Oh,
Hey, it could
and
be
by the way,
happening soon.
can
What'd you say,
you
Rishi?
share my screen? Yannick sent me something. Can
Oh
you share
yeah,
my
you
screen?
had a meme. Give me a second. Your OG, whatever it is, having all your kids by the same man seems silly. His resources only going to go so far and be spread so thin. Give your kid their own day.
What the fuck?
I mean, where's the lie?
Oh, man.
I mean, he's not wrong. Well, she. Oh, that's a she, right?
Yeah.
Is that a female? I don't want to assume.
Let's just call it it. All right. It.
That's cool.
Damn. Give your kid their own day.
I mean,
real how they be
it's not
thinking though.
25.4 thousand likes.
Do you know how quick this person would be canceled if it was a dude?
Yep. I remember back a few years.
A woman's affection can only be spread so thin. Do you give your kid their own mother?
Kind of reminds me of back a few years ago when I was still using Tinder. I matched with this one girl. We were talking. We never met up or anything. And she was like, "You're always working," because like I was working a lot. We couldn't hang out. And then like the conversation goes to how she's got like 7 kids with 7 different dudes of like all colors. And she gets so much money from each one of those guys that got her knocked up and the government to where she didn't even have to work a job. She was basically retired. It was fucking sick, dude. I dipped out. I was like, hell no, I ain't trying to be number 8.
damn.
Almost makes me wish I had Twitter. just to respond to that, flip it around and watch the salt flow.
You would get booted so fast.
I know. So I'd have. It's like if you want to speed run getting banned from Twitter any %.
As soon as Gray hit send, deleted, banned off Twitter.
So one more time with the show, okay? Before I head out because I am about to go out into town. Let's go. It's gonna be a good time. You know, we're gonna go and eat this seafood boil place.
I mean, just watch out for the land whales.
What?
I mean, just watch out for the land whales, bro. You have some bad luck with them.
I'll be fighting for my life for the harpoon. That's what's gonna happen. There she blows. Oh,
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
Little did we know that little did we know the great white whale was not a metaphor for obsession. It was Captain Ahab just had very specific tastes.
It's real.
It's like some 500-pound fat white bitch trying to get Yeetus' number while he's just trying to eat his food.
I mean, every time Yeetus goes out, some fat ass goes around.
Nah, Mitch, I ain't the one for you, ho. Nah,
what's the difference between the great white whale and a mermaid? About 3 tons.
Damn.
You got a chameleon tongue and it just fucking grabs all your food.
Damn. But I mean, I think that happens more with black guys, right? You go out, you have a 50% more chance to find land whales.
You know what? I want to go out and hunt whales. Fuck it. It's just, at this point, I ain't talking about actual whales. I'm talking about actually harpooning these fat bitches.
As long as you're not harpooning them with your
straight in
dick.
the back, just throw that whole harpoon. Just
Oh, let's be honest. When the food gets scarce, they're next on the menu.
Oh, God damn.
Oh, that was dark.
I mean, we can turn them into candles.
Oh, true.
Hey,
Yeah,
we
you
use
probably could.
every part. You put nothing to waste.
You can build a whole body armor just with fat.
But
That's what you make soap out of. Haven't you seen Fight Club?
well, Alan Herman, what do you have to say to the Warband when it comes to the topic, or do you want to say anything else?
I think I said everything that I wanted to say, but
Okay.
yeah, just good talking to you guys. And in the future, when I'm about to have a stream, I'll let you guys know.
Do you want to show your channel?
Yeah, guys, check out my channel, Island Hermit RP3. And yeah, that's about it, guys.
All right, Alan Herman, thank you for joining, and I'm definitely going to have that live stream tomorrow about the patriarchy.
Yeah, you should call it Patriarchy, the Natural Order, or just like put Natural Order in the title because it is the Natural Order.
Watch the SWAT
You
team
know-
coming to my door.
Wait, no. Maybe we could actually get some haters to come in if you called it patriarchy or hatriarchy. You decide.
Hmm.
That's a great idea, actually. But Alan Herman, thank you for joining, and Puniti.
Puniti!
Ooh, Niti.
Let's go. All right, just some random guy. You're next. What do you want to say to the Warband about the topic or anything else?
Oh, about the topic. I actually grew up surrounded by single mothers, and some single fathers. I mean, there were like one single father, but from what I noticed, I mean, all the girls that were raised by the single mothers were sleuths, plain and simple. I mean, I was like 11, trying to play, I don't know, my PS1, and and the neighbor's daughter was just come to my front and started twerking on my face. I was like, what the fuck, man? What the hell's going on? And and I mean, at 11 years, you don't really have a drive to go after Prunichi. I was just trying to play my game, bro. And the ones that were raised by the father, they were more how do I say this? They're more proper, but they also had some really masculine energy, They would be really confrontational. It's better than the sleuths, but it still is not good because it tends to get pretty heated. And most couples where I lived, where I grew up, that were kind of married, kind of united, most of the times the woman was cheating on the guy. So oh yeah, and the children that grow with the single father, for some reason, no matter what the father does, the children normally hate the mother, even if the father tries to make them, have some good relationships with the mothers, but for some reason, the kids hate the mother. I have a girl I know. Her mother left them when she was 11 or 10, I think, and now she's 21, and it's been 1 year since she pardoned her. She forgave her for leaving them. But I never looked into it, but it seems like that the children that grew up without a father become criminals or sleuths, and some children that grow without a mother become a bit too much aggressive, and they hate the mother for some reason too. I think I should point that out. I don't know why, but maybe it could be a topic for the discussion. Why they hate the mother.
Yeah, that's actually a good topic to discuss. Yeah, honestly, I should schedule that. I'm gonna do that. It should be for Thursday. That topic. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Not just the daughter and mother, but also the son and mother. We should implement both.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird to see that the children normally hate the father if the woman tries for that, if she influences the kid. But no matter what the father does, most of the kids actually end up hating their mother that left them. It's interesting to think about.
That's why you should never ever associate with a single mother, because
Yep.
it'll go like that immediately.
Maybe to some genetic biological level, they know that was the worst possible decision a mother could do. Maybe that's what's resonating inside the children,
Right.
because the father should provide for the family, but the mother is the one that's more close to the kids. So maybe they see that as a betrayal, a really bad betrayal, because the mother doesn't really need to do anything else than taking care of the children, and she couldn't even do that.
That's the reality for plenty of mothers out here in the States, because they actually have the opportunity to properly take care of the kids, but they're all out for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, one of the women that left the guy where I live, she started a family with a bad boy, and some years later, I think the baby had 1 year, and they went to the sea, on a trip, and the baby drowned. And the next day, she was posting Instagram photos.
Jesus.
Instagram. Oh God.
Yep. Like, oh yeah, my 1 year baby that drowned. Look at this photo of me. Disgusting.
If I was a father, I'd be. I can't say.
Yeah, I mean, if the the man she left behind, man, she was really feeling the child's death. It wasn't even his child, but he felt really bad for him, because I think he thought, man, I'm actually happy that I was gonna say that bitch left, because if that's how she's treating her current children, imagine what would she be doing with her former children,
Yeah, I agree with that, man. I agree. Thank you for giving us the story. Thank you for giving us your perspective.
Yeah.
Expect a stream tomorrow or Tuesday. Probably Tuesday.
Yep.
If I'm free, going on the schedule.
Nice. If I'm free, I'm gonna try to join.
Yeah, no problem, man. Definitely be free, man, if it's possible.
Yep.
Peace out, and poo niti.
Poo niti.
Don't forget the harpoon.
Don't forget the
harpoon. Poo niti.
Hey, I'm always strapped. Gray, you are next. What do you have to say to the Warband when it comes to the topic, or anything else you want to say?
I think I'm actually going to bring up a little bit on how to deal with guys that mess with single mothers. Like, this is actually something TFM mentioned on your stream earlier. And that's the way to really reach people is to be more like the Amish than a Jehovah's Witness. Like, live by example, answer questions when asked. But if you try to push anti-single motherhood on guys, you're probably not going to get through to them and encounter a bunch of resistance.
I agree with that, yeah.
Like, you might even end up with God forbid, a Romeo and Juliet situation where how much you oppose it actually makes him want to be with her more.
Oh shit, hold up. Manic, the Manic Mechanic, what's going on?
Yo.
That's it? Damn, are you tired or something, bro? Show some enthusiasm.
Yeah,
I figured that I just I should probably say my piece on what one single mother experience that I had. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, weird thing is I can't hear you, so I'm just gonna continue with my story. And if you're trying to interrupt me, I can't hear. But don't worry. This guy says that like, oh, I don't mess with single mothers. This guy's like divorced, and he was like, or he messes with single mothers. I'm confusing everything. He says he prefers single mothers over, say, just some girl in her 20s, because the girl in her 20s always wants to move in, and he likes the single mothers because they're independent, and they're not asking so much, and that he can just play video games in peace, which I don't understand that at all. And considering I'm just gonna leave since I can't.
Well,
Oh,
damn.
What? He didn't even give us a conclusion. What the fuck?
We need to know.
Like, he didn't even finish.
Although
What the
that's
fuck?
kind of funny because like I knew this one guy who who's single father, and he says like, well, I'm messing around with girls, but I'm looking for one to be wife material. But he prefers women in their late 20s, and I'm like, dude. I'm just thinking, dude, like, if they're in their late 20s and they're single, they're not mother material.
Nope, not at all. There's a big problem if you're 27, 28, and you're still single.
Yeah,
you had
but-
all these years to pick a good man, because I don't give any excuse to women talking, oh, I couldn't find a good man. No,
Yeah,
no,
and if
you
it's-
had years.
And if it's an issue like, oh, I just physically like them when they're a little bit older, it's like, okay, but like the 18 to 20-year-old will eventually become the 28-year-old. Like, for fuck's sake, man. And this dude was like a top like 5%er. So I don't get it. Like, I honestly don't get like the attraction to older women when you can get younger ones and you're excluding them based on some arbitrary physical circumstance, which they will eventually reach. It's like saying that, well, I prefer chunkier women, but I can't possibly see myself committing to a thin one. It's like, dude, just get a thin one and feed them cake.
But hey, great. Thank you for putting your input today. Definitely appreciate it. I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow or Tuesday, because I'm gonna make a schedule for now on, because making a live streams every day, not only it'll eventually burn me out, plenty of my subs are already burnt out. So
Yeah, well, I just keep an eye on the community tab, so long as I'm off work, I'll definitely hop on.
I'm always gonna give a red pill of the day. That's never gonna go away.
Yeah, no, I watch the community tab for when your live streams are posted.
You ain't looking out for my memes? What the fuck?
Oh, I'm watching those too.
Oh, I was about to say. Damn. All right. Fuck my memes, right? I gotta step my meme game up. Oh, but hey, man, thank you for joining. And I am gonna list the schedule by tomorrow, so everybody will be on board on what I plan on doing. If it's not on my community tab, I'll make a video about it.
All right, sounds good.
But thank you for joining, man, and I'll definitely see you soon. Puniti.
Puniti.
Rishi, what do you think about the live stream today?
Pretty good live stream. I'm glad to see you back at it.
Definitely, man. Like it was a good couple of days off. I was able to take a chill pill and do my thing. It was pretty great. But the grind don't stop, especially with all the bullshit that's happening in the world. You know, I gotta grind more than ever, which is why I do plan on doing a stream very soon, right? And I'm gonna be doing at least 2 streams a week. That's what I'm gonna be switching to. Instead of streams every day, I'm gonna switching to 2 streams a week. The rest of them will be shorts or longer videos, like 7 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I think that'll be a good practice. So like Monday, 2 shorts and a long video. Tuesday, live stream. Wednesday, 2 shorts and a long video. Thursday, live stream. Friday, 2 shorts. I'm being retarded. 2 shorts and a long video. So Saturday and Sunday, those are my days. I gotta make sure I'm able to take a chill pill and enjoy the weather, enjoy where I'm at. All thanks to you guys. You guys are able to let me vent or talk about current events or talk about what's on my mind when it comes to anything, quote unquote, Red Pill, MGTOW, Manosphere, Warband, etc. I think that posting every day is great, but it's not plausible with the sub count that I have. So I will be posting 5 days a week, but Saturday and Sunday will be my days for me to relax. Because I know a lot of you guys earlier was talking about being burnt out. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, I was very nearly burnt out. I was getting to that point, doing live streams every freaking day, as much as I possibly can. I was good for like a month, but it caught up to me. So whenever you guys are possibly able to watch the live streams, it will be 2 times a week. Two times a week from now on. But when it comes to shorts or long videos, 7 to 10 minutes, you'll get that 3 times a week. I think that's fair. Rishi, do you think that's fair?
Sounds fair to me.
I think that's pretty fair. And once again, I'm not funny like Ruby the Party Frog, okay? Ruby the Party Frog, he got some good stuff going on. But when it comes to me, I'm more of a serious type. And I appreciate you guys are here to listen to my serious conversations. I really am. But we're going to end the live stream here, okay? It was pretty good to be back. It was a very good discussion that we had with the guests, the chat, etc. And once again, if it's not going to be in my community tab tomorrow, I will make a video tomorrow about what's the upcoming stream. Not upcoming stream, but upcoming schedule of what's going to be happening this week. This is Sir Yeetus. Hopefully you guys had your daily dose of red pills, and I am out. And you're not gonna do it?
Cheers.
Oh, you motherfucker! Why? Why would you do that?